Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to behind the scenes on the Lego Wayne murder animation.
What a show!
I wanted to go over a few tips and tricks and kind of highlight some techniques that I used during this production. Kaylee King wants to know about the process from idea to posting, start to finish. Basically, I kind of had this idea while I was in bed one night and I just jotted it down in my notepad on my phone. I just write it all at once and I don't do a whole lot of editing, and then I just kind of just go with it, because if it's funny to me in the moment, a lot of times it'll not be funny to me like later on, but I kind of just have to like trust that it was funny and just kind of go through this whole process of animating every single line and piece of dialogue and try not to second guess myself too much. It was really fun to voice, like doing Thomas's voice. He's very like loud. And it's basically the Superman voice that I always do for my videos.
Whoa! Way to dump your problems on my doorstep, you fucking pussy!
But it's a little bit more like 1940s.
Ah! This must be what street people call blood! Charming!
Like huckster, you know? And then I had Alyssa do Martha, and she did a really, really great job.
Oh, Thomas, must we dawdle? Little Bruce might catch a cold, or several bullets.
I want to do more like female characters moving forward, because that's something that's like been lacking historically in my videos. I really would like to introduce Catwoman at some point.
Catwoman! Meow meow, you're in! Meow meow.
It'd be really fun to have Alyssa play her as well, because Alyssa just does a really good job and she takes direction really well. So I'm excited to kind of write more female centric videos. Chimichanga Productions wants me to talk about the fake blood that I use. So in the past I've used sticky tack and colored it red with Sharpie, which helps. And so that's good for like kind of meatier stuff. But if you just want like blood splatter, what I found recently, the best thing is just like typical red paint. Shake this stuff up, squirt it into your cup, and then to get that realistic splatter effect, what I do is I dip the air duster into the paint just a little bit, and then you got a nice realistic looking blood splatter. So yeah, it does ruin the Lego, but sacrifices have to be made in order to make quality content. Coronado asks, in the behind the scenes, could you talk about your set design? So yeah, this is something I've been trying to pay more attention to recently, just making the sets really visually interesting and dynamic. Giving the walls and stuff a lot of texture is really important, especially for Crime Alley. It's supposed to be like this really dirty, scuzzy place. So I didn't want it to look like really glossy and clean, which most Legos do. So for this one I actually used quite a bit of this brown rust movie paint, and it essentially dirties up the Lego and it makes them look really grimy and gross. You can see there's a lot of texture in there. Oh, and a lot of people were asking me where I got my mouths from, the mouth pack like that I used for Martha and for Thomas. Well, actually Thomas didn't have any mouths, thank God, because he had that big mustache.
Nonsense!
But for Bruce and for Joe Chill and for Martha, they all had to have mouths, and I used to just kind of do like the black like flappy mouth. And I think that looks really fine, but I kind of wanted to take a step further and I kind of had to make that jump. It is more work and it takes more time, but ultimately I think the reward is a lot better. It just looks more professional and looks more like realistic. I think bringing as much life to the Lego character's face is really important, because you can bring a lot of life to their actions and their movements, but at the end of the day we're really focused in on their face most of the time. So giving them extra blinks and giving them the edited mouth movement, especially like when they do like the O face, or like they go do a W, like ooh, kind of like shrinking in, like painting out the edges of their mouth and adding that digital mouth over. Just like, I think it looks really cool. I got this pack of mouths from Gus. On his Patreon, he's actually selling them. You can sign up for like a few bucks, and it's like you get all this great content from him. So I would definitely subscribe to his Patreon. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. Just a short little behind the scenes to kind of tell you guys about some certain techniques. Really appreciate all the support on Patreon and on the live streams and everything. I hope to be doing some more soon. I am going to be starting on my Lego Star Wars Kylo Ren versus Rey Duel of the Dyad video. I also want to kind of start on the new Lego Batman episode as well. So I want to shoot both of those kind of simultaneously so I don't get too burnt out on any one project. So I can kind of bounce between those two sets, or if I want to hire Sean or other animators to come in and help out with the production, we can both animate at the same time. So yeah, keep an eye out for more content here. I'm going to be posting on Instagram and Twitter, you know, a lot more often. I've been trying to just be like very like active recently, just because people seem to respond to it. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video and what you would like to hear about next time.